How's everybody doing today? I'm glad I got to meet you guys over a little bit of food. You know, everybody get the little nervousness out of them. So we're gonna go through a presentation today. Some of it's gonna be open dialogue. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. I'm gonna want some answers. Sometimes it's not, maybe be rhetorical. Just be watching out for that. Also, I'm gonna be dancing a little bit, so you guys are gonna see some of that. I'm just giving you guys some expectations. I want you guys to come up with some questions. I mean, maybe you don't have some paper with you or not, but if you come up with a question, please hold that to the end, because there's a Q&A at the end, and I really want to make sure that we delve into some serious discussion, because you can always have a conversation, but it's easier to learn when everybody's putting something in it, you know. You get to bounce ideas off each other. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The majority of men meet with failure because of their lack of persistence in creating new plans to take the plans of those which have failed. And what I plan to do throughout this presentation is show you why persistence is important and kind of give you some tools to go along with creating a new plan if you ever were to meet with failure, which I'm sure a lot of us in here will, because it's inevitable. It's the only way we get to success. So just to start off, I'm going to start you guys off with a video, Danspire, I Am Legend. Hey, that's a really great question. Danspire did start off as a vision. As a kid, I loved to be inspired. I always wanted to inspire. And with a lot of self-reflection and knowing my reason why, it's been my motivation to fuel my dedication to it. I just want to show people that dreams aren't just dreams. It takes a lot of courage in this world. I've had many people help me out from here, from there. I've had many
Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Are you hearing me? Only those who are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Look, you gotta want it as bad as you wanna breathe. And you can go further than you think. Listen to me, you in 3 and you got 6 gears, but you're accustomed to 3, you're accustomed to 4. I challenge you to push into all the gears you got. Give it everything you got. Listen to me, you think I thought I was gonna write a book? You think I thought I was going to be an author? Do you think I thought I was going to be marching this year with a PhD? Do you think I thought I would be traveling the world, NFL, NBA? Do you think I thought I would be doing this as a high school dropout, as somebody that was home? Do you think I thought I would go this far? But I pushed it. I said, I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see. I don't want to see what I think I can do. I don't want to see what I think is possible. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost and if I was willing to go further than anybody else was willing to do. If I had the mentality that, Eric, you got to want it. You got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And I woke up and here I am.
I mean, once you're done hyped up about it, you're done talking about it, you get done waking up, your dreams won't pop up in front of you. Like, you won't wake up laying next to your dreams. I feel like only you can define your greatness. Only you can have your greatness, and ultimately only you can stop yourself from your greatness. There's really no excuse. Oliver Holmes once said, greatness is not where we stand, but it's in the direction that we're moving. So with every new day, ask yourself, where am I moving towards? What's stopping me?
Nah, this is my world, this is my arena. The TV told me something different, I didn't believe it. I stand here in front of you today, all because of an idea. I could be who I wanted if I could see my potential, and I know that one day I'ma be him. Put the gloves on, sparring with my ego. Everyone's greatest obstacle, I beat him. Celebrate that achievement, got some attachments and baggage I'm actually working on leaving. See, I observed Escher, I love Basquiat, I watch Keith Haring. You see, I study art. The greats weren't great because at birth they could paint. The greats were great because they paint a lot. I will not be a statistic, just let me be. No child left behind, that's the American scheme. I make my living off the words and do what I love for work, and got around 980 on my SATs. Take that, system, what you expect. Generation of kids choosing love over a desk. You put those hours in and look at what you get. Nothing that you can hold, but everything that it is, 10,000.
Thank you guys very much. So when I travel, I go to different schools and I talk and I speak and I perform. The number one question I get is, what is Danspire? You know, what exactly is it? I see you wear a bracelet, you wear a hoodie, Deavondre, what exactly is it? To let you guys know, Danspire is a combination of two of my passions, and that's to dance and that's to inspire. And that's where you get the Danspire. And it creatively mixes the performing arts and motivational speaking to deliver a personable message, but yet inspirational at the same time. So to give you logistics of what I mean, let's talk about some of the things Danspire has done. This is something during Christmas break, this past Christmas break, I actually sat down and I was like, I need to figure out what I want to do in my life. Like, stuff is getting serious. Everything is hitting the fan. I'm going to be graduating from CC in another year. I need to figure out what I want to do. I got to go on to a 4-year university, and that 4-year university is going to establish or be one of the stepping stones to what I want to do. So I need to figure that out. So Danspire is what I came up with. About 2 to 3 months ago, I was asked to come to the University of Michigan, and they let me come in and perform for their NAACP awards. It was the Black Image Awards, and they were giving awards out to all the students who were involved and also faculty. And it was a very honorable invitation. So this is one of the pictures from there just to show you some of the notable performances. Another one I was involved with is at Michigan State. So within the last 6 to 7 months of what I started, I've been asked to the 2 of the top 10 big schools in our state to come in and do a performance. So I'm going to let you watch the Michigan State performance as well.
All of these emotions are pouring out of me. I bring them to the light in you. It's only right. This is the soundtrack to my life. The soundtrack to my life.
Hey yo, like, if I could do one thing in this world, it would be to at least inspire one person. Because it's not about how bad you want something. How bad you want something is meaningless. It's pointless if how bad you're willing to work for the thing you want isn't 10 times as intense as how bad you want it. I can't sell you desire. I can't bottle up passion and give it to you in the form of some magic potion. The only thing that can quench hunger is more hunger. And every trial, every tribulation, everything you go through is necessary in life. Because it's the lessons that you get from those things that most people can't and will not endure. Embrace it. I urge you all to embrace it, because it's the one thing that will allow you to become king.
Into the light in you. It's only right. This is the soundtrack to my life. The soundtrack to my life. I'm super paranoid, like a sixth sense. Since my father died, I ain't been right since. And I tried to piece the puzzle of the universe.
So the reason why I was showing you guys these videos, I wanted to make sure that you didn't get the impression that I just woke up and Andre was like, DJ, you could dance, right? So how about you come speak to my fellas? It didn't work out like that. So Danspire is something, it's the soundtrack to my life. I'm showing you what I really have a passion for. I'm showing you what I really want to do. So that brings me into my next question. Everybody say, when I come in, they're like, you're doing great, dancing is cool, it's cute, what you want to do with your future? So they always ask me that question, what are you going to do with your future? And I always refer back to myself. I don't really refer to Danspire because I don't want my self-worth or the definition of myself to become synonymous with something external. So the goals I kind of have is I want to perform in front of millions of people, thousands of people. This is, I start off here and I want to work up until that. One of my biggest goals is to perform at the Madison Square Garden. But I'm going to step up from there. I'm going to give you another one that's kind of probably off the charts. I want to be the first dancer to sell out the Madison Square Garden. I want to be able to headline the Madison Square Garden. And when I say that, you should see the faces in the audience. They're like, all right, we're going home because this dude is crazy. What is his problem? They're like legit. Like, they're like, how are you going to do that? Now, I don't really have the formula to tell you how I'm going to do that, but just know it's going to happen. And the reason why I say that is because I have to tell them that it was once upon a time where now was the future. right? It was once upon a time where this right here was the future, and now it's actually happening. Everything that's here today wasn't here yesterday. There was a point in time where my passions as far as dancing and inspiration put together, that was just an idea. You know what I mean? There was a time where you put A, B, and O next to each other, and they were just 3 random letters in the alphabet. They didn't have any meaning to it. So I have a question for you. So if now was the future and we're standing here, what happened? Like what happened that we're here and it was just an idea, and now that we're here, it's actually happening. I get to meet you who want to be a rock star. I get to meet you who want to go into social work. I get to meet another guy who's come from Ben Harbor, and it touched him as well. What happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. Whoever was right here, they took action. That's what they did. They took action. It's a lot of people. It's a statistic, and it's very low because I have these daily, but it's a statistic that a person on average get 4 ideas a year. But a lot of people get great ideas all the time, but nobody ever acts on it. Somebody sat down and said, you know what? The passions that I have, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to take life seriously, and where I am right now is not going to determine what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to make my future become a now. And guess what? Let me make sure I stay in the same spot. Look where we are today. All right? It was a guy that sat down with his colleagues and said, you know what? It's only 26% of African-American males graduating from GRCC. We need to make something happen. So they they got a little group together, right? They said, we need to make this happen. A guy said, you know what, Andre? I really can't take this position. I got something going on. Andre stepped up and said, I'm going to make it happen. Andre took action. That's what happened. You got to take action to make now happen. There's never a perfect time. You get 2 good gifts in life, your precious gifts, and that's your time and that's your mind. And whenever you do with your mind is going to probably decide what you do with your time. And you got to take those ideas and you got to put it into action. So that's what happened. And we're going to make Madison Square Garden happen too. All right? So if I keep going, I call you guys the Egalitarian Brotherhood of GRCC. That's my little nickname for you guys. And I want you guys to watch this video because it's very important for you to see what you said back like some months ago or what you said back some years ago. That's really the only way you could determine whether you're successful or not, right? You can't really, we don't have like a set standard like, Deavondre resume, society's resume. Deavondre, you're almost to success. You're almost there. We don't have that in today's society. So what you want to do in life, and you put that next to what your goals are and what you have done, and that determines your success. At least it should be like that. So let's watch this video really quick.
So you want to get a degree. Why? Let me tell you what society will tell you. It increases your chances of getting a job, provides you with an opportunity to be successful. Your life will be a lot less stressful. Education is the key. Now let me tell you what your parents will tell you. Make me proud. It increases your chances of getting a job, provides you with an opportunity to be successful. Your life will be a lot less stressful. Education is the key. Now let's look at the statistics. Steve Jobs, net worth, 7 billion, RIP. Richard Branson, net worth, 4.2 billion. Oprah Winfrey, net worth, 2.7 billion. Mark Zuckerberg, Henry Ford, Steven Spielberg, Bill Gates. Now here comes the coup de grace. Looking at these individuals, what's your conclusion? Neither of them, in being successful, ever graduated from a higher learning institution. Now some of you will protest like, money is only the medium by which one measures worldly success. And some of you even have the nerve to say, I don't do it for the money. So what are you studying for? To work for a charity? Need more clarity? Let's look at the statistics. Jesus, Muhammad, peace be upon him, Socrates, Malcolm X, Mother Teresa, Spielberg, Shakespeare, Beethoven, Jesse Owens, Muhammad Ali, Sean Carter, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Michael Joseph Jackson. Were either of these people unsuccessful or uneducated? All I'm saying is that if there was a family tree, hard work and education would be related, but school would probably be a distant cousin. Because if education is the key, then school is the lock. Because it rarely ever develops your mind to the point where it can perceive red as green and continue to go when someone else said stop. Because as long as you follow the rules and pass the exams, you're cool. But are you aware that examiners have a checklist? And if your answer is something outside of the box, the automatic response is a cross. And then they claim that school expands your horizons and your visions. Well, tell that to Malcolm X, who dropped out of school and is well renowned for what he learned in a prison. Proverbs 17:16. It does a fool no good to spend money on an education. Why? Because he has no common sense. George Bush. Need I say more? Education is about inspiring one's mind, not just filling their head. And take this from me, because I'm a educated man myself, who only came to this realization after countless nights in the library, with a can of Red Bull keeping me awake till dawn and another can in the morn, falling asleep in between piles of books which probably equated to the same amount I had spent on my rent, memorize equation, facts and dates right down to the letter, half of which I'd never remember and half of which I'd forget straight after the exam and before the start of the next semester, asking anyone if they had notes for the last lecture. I often found myself running to class just so I could find a spot on which I could rest my head and fall asleep without making a scene. Ironic, because that's the only time I ever spent in university chasing my dreams. And then after nights with a dead mind, I then find myself in the queue of half-awake student zombies waiting to hand in an assignment. Maybe that's why they called it a deadline. And then after 3 years of mental suppression and frustration, my proud mother didn't even turn up to my graduation. Now, I'm not saying that school is evil and there's nothing to gain, but all I'm saying is understand your motives and reassess your aims, because if you want a job working for someone else, then help yourself. But then that would be a contradiction, because you wouldn't really be helping yourself, you'd be helping somebody else. There's a saying which says, if you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help build theirs. Redefine how you view education. Understand its true meaning. Education is not just about regurgitating facts from a book on someone else's opinion on a subject to pass an exam. Look at it. Picasso was educated in creating art. Shakespeare was educated in the art of all that was written. Colonel Harlan Sanders was educated in the art of creating Kentucky Fried Chicken. I once saw David Beckham take a free kick. I watched as the side of his Adidas sponsored boot hit the patent leather of the ball at an angle which caused it to travel towards the skies as though it was destined for the heavens. And then as it reached the peak of its momentum, as though it changed its mind, it switched directions. I watched as the goalkeeper froze, as though reciting to himself the laws of physics, and as though his brain was negotiating with his eyes that it was indeed witnessing the spectacle of the leather swan that was swooping towards it, and then reacting, but only a fraction of a millisecond too late. And before the net of the goal embraced the FIFA-sponsored ball as though it was the prodigal son returning home, and the country that I live in erupted into cheers, I looked at the play and thought, damn, looking at David Beckham, there's more than one way in this world to be an educated man.
What we were just hearing was why I hate school but love education. And I couldn't help but talk about the difference. It's the best time, right? We're at school. Let me just tell you a little bit about what I do and why I do what I do. I didn't get dance lessons when I was younger. My mom didn't give me $500, like, this right here is the rest of your money for the rest of the year, so you can go up there and you can take dance classes. I didn't get that. So where did I learn how to dance? I watch YouTube for probably like 3 hours, then I dance for 2 hours, then I watch YouTube again for another 2 hours, then I dance for another 2 hours, then I drank a whole bunch of water, then I went back outside and danced. That's how I danced. That's how I learned, you know? And when it comes to speaking, during high school, I was in this program called I'm Saving Myself. And what we would do, we would travel all around like the nation, Minnesota, LA, New York. Very seldomly, though. We stayed inside of Michigan, but I would have to get up in after school programs and speak, you know, tell jokes, ha ha, he he, different things like that. So I didn't really learn how to public speak in school, but when I travel, I make money for dancing and speaking. So what did I learn at school? I'm not saying that I didn't learn anything at school, but I'm telling you, when it comes to certain situations, there's a difference between school and education, all right? With education, with my associates of arts, I bring it in here, it's just saying that you and I, if you have associates, we learn the exact same thing. Or maybe this is a common ground between us. It's kind of like money. Money isn't real, but it's a common ground. You give me $1, I give you $1. It's the same value system, but you can't really put a price tag on education. Anybody here I said I study sociology? How do I study sociology if I don't go to school for sociology? It's because I have reference books at home. I have like Malcolm Gladwell, other sociologists in my bedroom that I read books on. I'm educating myself. I read deeper. Our school system only teaches you the shallow depth of all these subjects. So you really, it's a difference between school and education, and that's all I'm trying to say. So Malcolm Gladwell's Outlier. And with that being said, we're on a time constraint, so I'm not going to go through this example here. We're going to move right along with this one. But what I do want to talk about is, let me go back really quick, is our culture. Our culture. If you were able to sum up our culture as one word or a sentence or two, how about you give me a word or a sentence? What do you think about our culture in America? Yeah, yo, what? Just say whatever's on your mind. No motivation? Okay. Can we get it to a root of what no motivation may be? No encouragement? Gotcha. Okay. No goals, maybe? Okay. With sheeple, would you like to elaborate? Okay. Monkey see, monkey do, right? Okay. So he's saying that we just follow along with what goes hand in hand. Okay, we follow. Yeah. Unlearned. You want to explain a little?
And what I mean by that is that we haven't really learned how to decide who we are, that we're still lost in the system brought us from another country to another country, and we still haven't developed in this country.
Okay. Last one here. Yeah. I like everything, sheep people. I like that one. I like your example as well. I'm here to just provoke thoughts. That's all I'm trying to do, is just provoke the thought of you. So if I had to sum it up in one word, this is coming way back from since we got here. The way we exchange certain goods and services, I'll say consumerism.
I was 7 years old when I got my first pair, and I stepped outside, and I was like, Mama, this air bubble right here, it's gonna make me fly. I hit that court, and when I jumped. I swear I got so high. I touched the net. Mom, I touched the net. This is the best day of my life. Air Maxes were next. That air bubble, that mesh. The box, the smell, the stuffing, the tread at school. I was so cool, I knew that I couldn't increase them. My friends couldn't afford them. 4 stripes on their Adidas. On the court, I wasn't the best, but my kicks were like the pros. Yo, stick out my tongue so everyone could see that logo. Nike Air Flight book bag was so dope. And then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his 4s. Whoa. See, he just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult, though. Didn't want to get caught. From Genesee Park to Othello, you can clown for those probings with the Velcro, those were not tight. I was trying to fly without leaving the ground, cause I wanted to be like Mike, right? Wanted to be him, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to touch the rim, I wanted to be cool, and I wanted to fit in. I wanted what he had. America, it begins.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just itch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall.
We want what we can't have. The commodity makes us want it. So expensive, damn. I just got to flaunt it, got to show 'em. So exclusive, this, that new shit. $100 for a pair of shoes. I would never hoop it. Look at me, I'm a cool kid. I'm an individual, yeah, but I'm part of a movement. My movement told me be a consumer, and I consumed it. They told me to just do it, I listened to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did. See it consume my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk. That's my air bubble and I'm lost. If it pops, we are what we wear what we are. But see, I look inside the mirror and think Phil Knight tricked us all. Will I stand for change or stay in my box? These Nikes help me define me, but I'm trying to take mine off.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just itch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall down.
It started out with what I wear to school that birthday. Like these are what make you cool. And this pair, this would be my parachute. So much more than just a pair of shoes. Nah, this is what I am. What I wore, this is the source of my youth. This dream that they sold to you. $400 and some change. Consumption is in the veins. And now I see it's just another pair of shoes.
Okay, anybody feel like they guilty of that song maybe? Just a little? Anybody? Just a little? I mean, we all can play a little bit of part in that song. By the way, this is not to be funny, but that was Macklemore. Yeah. A girl came up to me after I performed in St. Joseph, Michigan, like a week or two back, and she was like, you know, I can relate to the Nike song. I just love heels. But I'm just showing you that there's relation with anybody. There was this grandpa who was just like, my favorite part of your show was definitely about the shoes. because as Americans, that's all we're marketed from the day we get up to the time we go to sleep. Radio, TV, music, friends, emails, Facebook.
It kind of makes me think of when things I wanted, like a $500 guitar, and I only wanted it because I was like, well, it's one of those guitars that makes it sound better.
That's a great point, though. I mean, that doesn't make you wrong for that. I mean, that's just the way our society is. The pastor gets on the TV, order this Bible for $9.99 and your sins will be forgiven. Wear this face cream, you will never age. We're humans, we're supposed to age. I'm a fan of hygiene, but put the cancer sticks under your arm. Let's not smell like humans anymore. How much until you're not the person you are? How much makeup for the ladies, or how much gear do you have to put on until you're not who you originally were? You're somebody else. You're trying to be somebody else. How much of that? Moving on. So there's this thing called the 10,000 hour rule, right? And Dr. K. Anders, no, his name is Dr. K. Ander Erickson. And I'm a little bit into the projector here. And what they did is they went to the elite school of music in Berlin, overseas. And they put all the violinists in 3 groups. And the 3 groups were, the first group was the experts, the people that they thought were going to create seminal work, who were going to be very influential in the future. And the second group was a group of musicians that they thought were very good. They had potential to be something great in life. And the third group were people who they thought were just going to be teachers. So we got the experts, we got the potential, and we got the teachers. So they set all of them down and they said, at what age did you pick up an instrument? And since you've picked up that instrument, how long have you practiced? And everybody started off around the same age. They all started off around the age of 5. The age of 5. And they all practiced around the same amount of time. But once they got to the age of 8, they started to see differences between these 3 groups. The experts were practicing 4 hours more than everybody else by the time they were 8. Well, by the time they were 12, the experts were practicing more than everybody else by the average of 8 hours. Then this happened around the time they were 15. Everybody's 15. The experts are practicing more than everybody else by 14 hours. By the age of 20, it kept continuing. By the age of 20, the experts were practicing more than the other 2 groups by 20 hours. So what does that mean? So their findings was that there were no naturals in this group. There were nobody who was just innately talented, and they were just so natural at it, and they had to do just a fraction of that practice to get to the experts. There was nobody who, they called them grinds. There was nobody who worked their butt off, who got the magic number that I'm about to tell you, and they didn't succeed. So by the time the experts were 20, they averaged out to 10,000 hours. They averaged out to 10,000 hours. The second group averaged out to 8,000 hours. And the third group averaged out to about right under 4,000 hours. So this 10,000 hour rule became the new mastery of whatever it is you wanted to do in life. They said if you wanted to master something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours. You can look it up. And the findings were really good to me because the conclusive part of it was that once a musician got into the top school in the world, the only thing that would differentiate himself from a different performer was how hard he worked. And it wasn't just how hard he worked, it was how much harder he worked. He didn't just work hard. He didn't just work just the 8 to 9 or in class for 4 hours and that was it. He worked much, much harder. He was putting in overtime. He was putting in a lot of work, you know? He was doing it when nobody else told him to do it. Nobody told him to read a book. He was at home studying. When nobody else told him to play his instrument, he was at home putting in that work. It was 10,000 hours. So I feel like it's a threshold. It was kind of like me coming from Ben Harbor. In Ben Harbor, yeah, I may be, you know, like on top or everything, but once I pass that threshold of where everybody else is in college, the only thing that's going to differentiate myself from them is how hard I work. I'm back in another level playing field. It's like when you get a certain level of income, once you pass a certain bracket, you pay more taxes. Right? You pay more taxes. It's the same thing. After you pass a threshold, what you did before is no longer applicable. What you did no longer when you were in Grand Rapids or before you got to GRCC is not applicable. You can't go off of yesterday. You can't talk about when you had the idea. You know, Deavondre, he's dancing and talking. You know, I had that idea about 5 years ago. Who actually took action? Who actually put in the work? Who actually put in the 10,000 hours into it? So that brought me to my next segment in here. And where's the mouse? Here it is. It brought me to my next one. And it says the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra. A little extra. So I want you to think about the stuff you said you wanted to do, a rock star, you wanted to go be a social worker, things like that. You're going to school, you're doing what you need to do, you're doing the ordinary. Point out the extra. Are you doing anything extra? When you wake up, are you doing something as soon as you wake up? Are you thinking about it more than you should be? You know, are you breathing it? Are you living it? Because you got to be passionate about it. If you're trying to be extraordinary, nothing is wrong with ordinary, like I said. But if you want to be extraordinary, you got to put in that little extra. You just can't say it. You just can't have the ideal and not take action. So the question is, when you guys walk out of here, I want you to ask yourself, do I deserve it? Think about this. Do I deserve it? Look yourself in the mirror and be truthful with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. I do it all the time. And look at yourself and say, do I deserve it? Have I put in the work for that? If somebody came in here with a contract and said, look, I got $5 million. I got a company behind me. I got a marketing company. I got people that go on the road with you. I can make the Madison Square Garden work. What I'm going to say, yeah. You want to know why? Because I put in that work. I'm not scared. I'm not ill-prepared. I'm knowledgeable. I got all my skills down. I know what I'm talking about. I know where I'm going. It's because I've worked for it. So you got to ask yourself, I want to be this. I want to do that in the future. Do I deserve it? And be truthful. Am I lazy? We talked about our culture, right? Am I lazy? Am I not doing what I should be doing? Am I playing around when I should be working? Am I in class for 4 hours, but I'm only paying attention for 2 of the hours? Am I supposed to be doing something on the school computer, but I'm on Facebook? I'm on Twitter. Am I lazy? Am I not working as hard as I should be? Do I have 6 gears in me, but I'm only putting in 3 of the gears? I'll save the 3 gears for later when I actually get the opportunity. So this next one, I just want to tell you guys is that my man, he was in here, and Denavia is here, and we all witnessed, and I won't say witness, but we've experienced something in Benton Harbor, right? And that's not the magic formula. You wouldn't go there and say, you have to go to Benton Harbor to succeed. That's the magic formula. You won't say that. But I want to let you guys know you have a lot of the components in the magic formula that you need to succeed. 1, you're in school. 2, you're in this brotherhood here. 3, you got like-minded people around you. And you're in one of the top CCs in the nation that has abundance of sources. You have a lot of the components to succeed. So I'm telling you, if it's something that you want to do that's great, greatness is upon you right now. It's here. The time is here. But what you got to do, you got to act like it. You can't talk about it and not be about it. So I'm gonna show you what I mean.
All right, so me and Coach was talking, right? And I ain't proud of it, but I just like to keep it 100. I'm a high school dropout. I ain't proud of it. I dropped out my senior year in high school. And I'm just keep it real because I was dumb. It was because I left home at an early age, and I don't have no other way to say it. Coaches, forgive me, but my boys was on the block. So while I'm in school from 8 to 3, they getting it in. So they picking me up in Mustang 5.0. They picking me up in the Jeep with the top off and the sound, no seat. They didn't blew the back seat out, no back seat now. They just got the 8 and 10s in the back of this roof. And I'm coming out of class, getting in the car. They coming right up to Henry Ford. I'm from Detroit, 8 Mile. They coming right up, grabbing me. You ready? I'm getting in the ride. Like, why am I still going to school? They're like, why are you getting F's and D's? Like, why are you still going to school? And so I dropped out of school. But guess what? You know why it was so easy for me to drop out of school? Because my father dropped out of school. My father had 5 kids by 5 different women. And why was it easy for him to drop out? Because my grandfather dropped out of school. But I did something unique. I went and got my GED, got my 4-year degree, got my master's degree, and I'm a dissertation away from my PhD, and I hate school. So So somebody said, if you hate school so much, why you get a PhD? Because I figure if I get a PhD, I'm gonna create something in my family, and my son gonna have to at least graduate from what? Come on, give me 100, come on. If your daddy got a PhD, you can at least do what? You can at least graduate from high school. Let me tell you something, I told my son, I ain't trying to put no pressure on you, but it's been 60 years since a male in our family has graduated from high school. Son, I'm gonna need you to take your senior year serious. We got a lot riding on you, and I'm telling you, the legacy is here. Greatness is here. But it ain't on Cam's shoulders no more. It ain't on Farley's shoulder no more. It ain't on Bo Jackson's shoulder no more. Now greatness is on whose shoulder? That's why I wake up every morning at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Because I got my mama counting on me. I got my sister counting on me. I got my son and my daughter counting on me. I got a world that gets up every morning and watches me. I got little kids who don't believe that they can do it. When they saw me, they thought, now they can do it. So I get up every morning at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Why? Because greatness is upon me. Dr. King is dead. Malcolm X is dead. I'm that new guy. I'm that new inspiration. I'm the guy you look at when your daddy ain't in your life, when your daddy in prison. I'm that guy that comes to your high school and tell you, you can make it happen. Greatness is upon you. You better act like it.
Maestro music.
I can't believe Twilight is getting the same response that Star Trek did. And the reason why, because it was so philosophical, it had all these great meanings to it, it had all these storylines, and they were, Star Trek was one of the first movies to get that big response, every single movie. This one was the most gross income of all the other movies at the time. So let me tell you really quick, there was this character called Cybok, right? And Cybok, he was able to get his allies or friends, per se, everybody he encountered, he wanted them to share their pain with him. And what he would do, he would use these telepathical powers, right? He would use these powers that he got from his family, and he would help them relive some of the past regrets or something that they had in their lives. And through this special power, they would be very thankful and grateful for it, because he has helped them face or conquer some fear or deep regret or anything that was very painful to them back in their time, right? So there was this one that, now I gave you the background of Cybok. There was this one episode, and actually it was this movie, and it was kind of like towards the middle. And Cybok, he walks in, and Spock is standing there. It's this guy named Spock. And he kind of squares his shoulders up, and he looks at him, and he's like, each man's pain is unique. And Spock looks back at him, and Spock, he's not intimidated, right? Spock looking back, and he's like, I hide no pain. So Cybok, he's walking around. Cybok was a manipulator. Cybok, he walking around with this sly grin, and he stops, and he was like, I know you better than that. So Spock, he's still standing there. Spock didn't move. He's like a rock. He's not moving. And Spock looked at him and said, oh, do you? And that, oh, do you was an invitation, like, what you gonna do about it? There's the challenge. Like, show me what you know about me that I don't know about myself, right? So when he said, oh, do you, there was this big revelation came up, right? And it was Spock being born. And sometimes, I forgot to tell you this, but his powers are so intense that everybody can see this memory, right? So he's looking at him. Everybody, there's two bystanders, by the way. So Spock is being born. It's his mother. She's on like this rock, and she's like bare. She's birthing Spock. And there's this beautiful black lady who's helping nursing the baby, and she has on all this beautiful gold garment, and she's nursing the baby, and everybody's watching. And then you hear Spock like, ah, he comes out, right? And you see the shadow. She's holding Spock in like this very royal position. She holds him up, kind of like Simba on a Lion King. She's holding him up, and she unsoundly walks over. She walks over to his dad. His name is Sarek. Now let me give you the background really quick. Sarek is a Vulcan, and he married a human woman. So this baby is a hybrid. He's not fully Vulcan. This was the first time this happened. So she comes over, and in her majestic voice, she's like, Sarek, here's your son. So Sarek takes the baby, and immediately, like with disgust, he looks at the baby and he's like, it's so human, and kind of just shoves shoves Spock back into her arms. And everybody else is watching this, and everybody's like, oh my God. Because when the father first sees his newborn child, it's like a magic moment, right? You look in the baby eyes and you're supposed to be just overwhelmed with love and all this extra gooey stuff. And he just was like hardcore, like, it's so human. Like, I don't even want to touch it, right? And so Spock, he's watching this, and Spock walks off. Typically, they conform to Cybok. They're like, yeah, I'm going to follow you, man. Thanks for showing me that. I appreciate it. And Spock walks off like, I'm not moved by this. So the other two guys are just staring there like, yo, what just happened? He just got, I don't even know what happened. That's how they looking at it, right? So Cybok walks up to one of the bystanders, and he's like, would you like to share your pain? And the guy looks back at him, and he was like, no. So the other guy, he was one of Cybok's followers. He's like, come on, man, why don't you just lighten up? Listen to him a little bit. And he looked back at him. He said, are you crazy? He was like, I don't want my pain taken away. I need my pain. I need my pain. And when he said that, it just started ringing. You have to understand that to get to success, pain is part of the progress. Without no pain, there's no progress. Every single thing that you go through in life, you're going to need your pain. I needed the fact that I came from a small town community where having a bachelor's was under 2%. Being a professional in this community was under 2%. I needed to come from a town where the average income was only less than $16,000. I needed my mom to not be a high school graduate. I needed the fact that my dad didn't want to participate in the majority of my life. I needed to get to college on my own so I could be in front of you guys saying this and doing this. You need your pain. You need it. So for those of you, when you encounter something in life and you walking away from it, you running, you scared, the opportunity is there, but all you got to do is just go through that pain to get it. You got to stop it, man. We talk about global warming, but we got all this global whining going on. You got to stop with all this global whining, all right? You got to understand that you need your pain. It's a part of the process. There's no way to get there. The caterpillar knows he got to ball up into a little cocoon for a couple of weeks or months, however long it takes, whoever is in science over here, and know that on the other side, he's going to come out as a butterfly. You got to know that. So just to give you an example really quick, I want you to, after this next segment that I'm about to show you, is one of my favorite. His name is Eric Thomas. He's a phenomenal speaker. And when you talk about pain, that guy's been through it all. He's went from homeless to PhD. And it's just a drastic change. I want you to ask yourself, how am I dealing with my pain? Do I blame others? Do I focus on this finger that's pointing there and not focus on those three that's pointing back at me? How do I deal with my pain? How do I deal with something that's conflicted within me? Do I lie? Do I just pass it on? We're not going to talk about being virtuous, though. I'm not going to get you with that one.
I'm telling you that you only got to hit life hard one good time in the mouth. And it will never challenge you the way it challenged you before. Batman, I love it, Batman. The Dark Knight, Batman, he's come, bang, I'm Batman. And bang goes, ha, 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 ha. No, for real, some of you think because of who you are, your little grades, your little life, that you're just going to put all this stuff down and go to life and say, I am Eric Thomas. And Bang laughs. And Batman starts to swing and swing and swing, and Batman throws his strongest punch, and Bane grabs and he says, victory has defeated you. Now listen to what I just said. He told Batman, because Batman, Bruce Wayne, millionaire, extraordinary. He says, your success, victory has defeated you. And then he took Batman, boom. And so Batman all of a sudden takes his little, bat gun out, right? And he starts cutting all the lights off. Right? Because he's Batman, he thinks he has an advantage in the dark. And Bane says, oh. He says, Batman, the dark? The dark? You gotta look at life when life knocks you down and says, this all you got? The dark? Is this it? Bane looks at Batman and he says, Batman, you trained in the dark. You adopted in the dark. You adopted the dark. I was born in the dark, shaped in the dark, molded by the dark. I will break you dark. I trained in the dark. I became this person in the dark. I saw a young lady in the last session. She said to me, Eric, I lost my dreams. I have a sickness now. I've always wanted to be in the police force. I have a sickness and it won't allow me to do it. She said, what do I do? I said, take your pain and use your pain to push you past whatever you could dream of. Take your pain, high school dropout. Take your pain. Take the fact that your father wasn't in your life. Take the fact that it took you 12 years to get a 4-year degree. Take the fact that you started with nothing. You take that pain and you turn that pain into a book. You recycle your pain. You use your pain. You take your pain and let your pain push you to another level. Push you past what you ever thought you could do. What you ever thought you could be. What you ever thought you could have. You use your pain. You recycle it.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Each man's pain is unique, right? Each man's pain is unique. What you go through is different. I don't sleep with you every night. I haven't gone through what you've gone through. I haven't come out the same woman as you. I haven't went through the same experiences as you. I haven't went to the same school as you. I haven't had the same kids, lifestyle, anything like you. Nobody has had that but you. Each man's pain is unique. But it's how you deal with that pain is going to get you to where you're trying to go. So what I want to talk about, and we're coming up on our last subject, is what does this mean? Or better yet, how can we get through this? There's 10 forms of wealth. It's this guy named Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, and I don't know if you know this guy, but as a young guy, he went and studied all the black millionaires in the world. Any black millionaire you can name, he studied them. And this is his 10 forms of wealth. And the first one is knowledge, of course. You got to know the game to win the game. Think about it. When you play basketball, when you play chess, when you play tennis, you ain't going to win the game if you don't know the game. If you don't know the rules to the game, how do you expect to come out on top? You get what I'm saying? How do you expect to come out top? So how do you expect to not have some knowledge but still want to go do everything you got to do? You got to know that you got to go get more knowledge. That's number one. Let's keep going. Number two, work habits. Remember we talked about being lazy. I'm giving you some of the answers right here. There's a difference between being effective and efficient. It seems like as a society, we like to be more efficient than effective, right? I want some food. Let's tear open the bag, pop that little joke in the microwave, go get some fast food, and there we are. I want to have a conversation. I'm about to shoot this girl a text. I want some entertainment. I'm going to turn on the television. I want to buy a $400 TV at 4 in the morning, Amazon.com. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference between efficient and effective. You pick which one. Money, we all know there's multiple streams of income. It's number 3. Number 4, contacts. Go to a party, and I'm not talking about a GVSU party. I'm talking about a party in Chicago in the lounge or like one of your business friends, they're having a gathering. You're going to see the haves and the have-nots. The have-nots are going to be over there around the table like, yeah, let's put this orange juice with this, whatever. And the haves are going to be networking. They're going to be having meaningful conversations. Because the thing about networking that what you don't know is that it's not just who you know or what you know, it's what you know about who you know. I knew Andre. A lot of people know Andre. I knew Andre had an organization called Alpha Beta Omega. You get what I'm saying? It's always about what you know about who you know. So it's not just having a mass amount of people, it's being effective with those people. Creativity. Business is a talent show. All you got to do is display your creative gifts. Let me make sure everybody can see me. Am I not standing here dancing and talking to you guys? It's a display of creativity. All you got to do is make sure that you're honing on whatever gifts you have and hone those into whatever you need. The next one is persistence. We just talked about persistence, the lack of persistence. Persistence is what's going to keep you going. When you don't feel like getting up in the morning, is what's going to get you up. You got to know your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you here in school? That's one of the hardest questions. Once I got to figure out what my why was, the what and the who started to come by itself. But you got to figure out why you doing what you're doing. Why are you sitting here? Why are you listening to me? Why are you hanging out with Andre? Why are you hanging around these other professionals? What do you know about them, by the way? Networking. These are easy contacts right here. The next one, confidence and charisma. That just goes hand in hand. You gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta know that once you get those $10,000 down, you're gonna be confident in who you are and have a little bit of charisma about it. The next one is luck. Some people don't believe in luck. I call them blessings, but the harder you work, the luckier you get. The more work you put into it, the luckier you get. The next one is energy. Albert Einstein, he said there's two types of energy. There's high and low, there's fast and slow. Look at the wealthy. Anybody you think who's going to be wealthy in the future, what are they? High and fast. You see them? I see you tomorrow, man. I send you an email. I shoot you a text. I promise. Yes, I got you. Anybody who's not really doing too much, yo, you want to go play the 360? Let's go do this. They got time. They got none but time on their hands. The next one is choosing the right location. Are you where you need to be to get to where you want to go? You say I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He had a stat. The number one reason why black African American males leave corporate is because they're not able to display their creativity. The number one reason why African American women leave corporate is because they're not appreciated with their gift. It's all about location as well. Is GRCC going to get you to where you need to go? Is GRCC located to where you need to be? Do you have other resources? It's the 10 forms of wealth. I can get you guys citations at the end if you want as well. Like I said, you have to know the game to win the game, people. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go to application. This is just a review and everything we talked about today. In the first beginning, I told you, now was once the future. Us talking, this whole exchange, me doing this whole presentation was once the future. And somebody took action. That's how we made it happen. Number two is you got to question yourself every day. Do I deserve it? Have I put in the time? Have I put in that work? And you got to be truthful with yourself. That's the only way you're going to get to where you need to go. The last one, the next one, excuses create an almost life. I almost won a championship, but I didn't practice enough. I almost won a state finals in track, but my ankle was broke. That's an almost life. You living vicariously through someone you never been. Self-fulfilling philosophy. You need your pain. You got to face it. You got to embrace it, and you got to recycle it. There's no if and buts about that one. And the last one is know the game, the 10 forms of wealth. You got to know it. I'm done, you guys. I really appreciate you guys taking this time out and listening. This is something that's very dear to me. Every time I go and I perform, just know I've put so many hours into preparation for it, choosing what songs to go which where and what information I'm going to share and how I'm going to do it and who I talk to. Like I said, wholeheartedly, I appreciate you guys. I wish the best for everybody in here. And Andre, I'm just going to turn it over to you from here. Cool? All right, man.